Hello, everyone. Welcome to Joe Consume Cinema. I'm your host, Sevilla. Ah, Brutus, what was that lovely name the people gave me? You're the Queen of the Harpies, mother. That's what they were calling you, the Queen of the Harpies. And today we have Rome, Season 2, Episode 1. So, first season was phenomenal. I loved every episode. The finale was amazing. I was stunned multiple times throughout that. It was just great. Last time you had the death of Caesar and the death of Niobe, and it was like a 1-2 punch. It really got you in the gut. And didn't see it coming with Niobe's death. Knew Caesar's was going to happen eventually. I just didn't know it was going to be, in the finale of season one. It was very well done. No complaints. So I just want to say that the senators that assassinated Caesar, like, I don't mourn any tyrant's death, but at the same time, why are they doing this? Are they really doing this because they love the Republic and all that, or are they doing this because they each have individual personal grievances and this is just a convenient, excuse to justify them doing this? And I think it's definitely the latter. So you have Sevilla, who spurned ex-lover of Caesar's, just doing this to get revenge because she was cast aside by Caesar. We're doing this to restore the Republic and all that, but really she doesn't care about any of that. She's just, you know, spurned lover looking for revenge, and she finally got it, unfortunately. Now, I'm kind of curious where we pick up with things because sometimes when a season finishes, they have like a long wait time for the next season. And I'm not sure, maybe the characters are going to age. Are we going to pick up, where we left off, or is it going to be like a time jump? Or I don't know. It's all possible, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't want to get into it too much because if you want to revisit, the previous episodes, just go to my channel and I've got all 12 up still from the first season. They're all in a playlist, so you can just check those out too if you haven't seen the previous episodes. But yeah, as always, remember to blank, blank, and blank. Ton of traction for the channel. We're nearing 400 subscribers, which is awesome. Our next small channel goal is 500, which, we're making good progress towards. And if you could give a like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever, it all helps, and I really appreciate it. With that, let's get right to the episode. Oh man, literally right where we left off. Mark Antony is in shock.
Morning, Consul.
Oh shit. Literally trying to knife him in the street. Man, they are really incompetent to have let him get away.
I am so proud of you. Our name is redeemed. The Republic is saved.
It was horrible, Mother. He wouldn't die.
But he is dead now, eh?
He's always very loyal to him. Oh god. Oh man, how's this gonna go?
Who are you? Whose child is this?
It's his shoes! Let him go! Let him go!
Oh my god.
Please have mercy!
I curse you. I curse you.
Oh my god.
I curse you all! By all the gods below.
That could not have gone more wrong.
If I'd not told her of Venus and his wife...
Listen to me. We must never speak of our part in this. We may be mistaken for complicity. Do you understand?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That makes sense though. He made it out.
I swear on the black stone I will kill them all. Brutus and Cassius and Casca and the whole damn lot of them.
They're just Sevilla's minions. This is all her doing. I told Caesar. I told him this would happen.
That treacherous bastard Varenus, he must have been paid off. He left us
Uh-oh.
before we even got to the Senate House.
He
I
was
don't
not
like
aware.
that.
The witch Servilia's woman told him an evil tale about his wife.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Well, what did you do then?
That's a bit of a relief.
What did I do?
We should be taking Calpurnia with us, so we must leave via the Subura.
Calpurnia? Well, why do we need to take her?
We must be sure that she is safe.
Well, I don't see her rushing to see that we're safe.
My dear, we cannot leave Caesar's widow behind. It would look ill with the people, as if we'd abandoned her.
I didn't even think about that.
With permission of Venus and Mars, I ask you to be my wife.
Your wife? Married?
Married. You and me.
If you wish it so, master.
No, I'm not your master anymore. You're a free woman. You can refuse me. I won't be angry. Is that a yes?
Yes.
You won't regret it, I promise.
Alright, this is a bit unbelievable. From, wanting to kill him after he killed her husband to accepting marriage from him, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. This is like my one criticism of the show so far, is this. Now, if she's doing this to get closer to him so she can slit his throat, that kind of makes more sense. And again, I don't want Titus to die, it's just, this is kind of unbelievable, as far as I'm concerned.
But now that you're here to stand witness, we must read his will.
His will? No, I'm sorry, we haven't time.
It is the proper form.
We haven't time.
It is the will of a dictator of the Roman Republic.
My name and the remainder of my estate, with all legal obligations and benefits, all property, gold, silver, and other monies, I leave to Gaius Octavian, who is henceforth to be regarded, for all intents and purposes, as my lawful son and sole heir.
Octavian, my Octavian.
What else?
He stipulates that the slave known as Posca, that is I, am to be given my liberty with an appropriate stipend.
I give you joy of your freedom. What else?
There are no further bequests.
I think he's a little irked by the fact that,
Congratulations, boy.
yeah, Octavian has Caesar's entire inheritance. Didn't go to Mark Antony, so that's why he's a little,
Thank you, Pascal.
how he's acting right now. It's good that Pascal got his freedom. He was always loyal.
The law is now Brutus and his minions. Caesar's land and money will go to them.
That is so. They will declare his death a rightful tyrannicide. His will and all his acts become null and void. His property will be intestate.
They cannot
Shit.
take the name.
Oh, no. That's all yours.
Brutus is in a legal bind. I think we can force him into making a deal with us.
Go on.
Brutus must declare Caesar a tyrant, else the act of killing Caesar is murder. But all the acts of a tyrant are unlawful, including those appointing Brutus as praetor, Cassius as proconsul, and so forth.
And so?
If Brutus honours the law, he loses all rank and position.
These lawyers prattle.
I don't think so. If you offer them amnesty in return...
Amnesty? I'm going to eat their livers. Amnesty.
You're not following me.
Enough, you think you know better than Antony.
But you don't understand.
Juno's come, must I slap you?
If the will stands, and it might, you are mother to the richest man in Rome. If the will is broken, Servilia has that honour.
We're staying.
It's very clever from Octavian there. It makes sense, too.
She'll be well respected. A woman from good people.
Hello, children.
Oh, shit. Not this guy again.
The city is ours.
Excellent. And Mark Antony, the dog, is dead, I hope.
He's not.
Mark
Big
Antony
fucking
is
mistake.
alive. An error. I think a deep error. Immortal liberators.
This is gonna be good.
Francicero. Why so pale?
He's back finally.
Varenus.
Legionary puller.
What's
2nd
happened?
century, first call.
Brother Varenus, what's happened?
She's mother to the boy Lucius. I was going to kill her. I had the knife in my hand. She did it herself.
Where are the children?
Gone.
Gone where?
I cursed them. I cursed them to Hades.
Get some water.
If that monkey remains, I shall have to open his neck. He tried to kill me this morning. His presence is an insult.
You're mistaken. No one tried to kill you. It was my express order that you be spared.
Am I, Cassius? Mistaken?
We do apologize if this man's been overzealous.
Listen. Why so quiet? The tyrant is dead. Surely the people should be happy. Where is the cheering throng at your door? Where are the joyous cries of liberty?
The people fear change. The somber mood is only natural.
When they realize they are free from tyranny, the people will be glad.
The people loved Caesar, and they will hate you for what you've done.
They loved him once.
But a great many people will worship Caesar until they die. A great many. And those people are mine now. After the elections, though.
What elections?
Surely you've thought this through.
I don't think they have.
If Caesar was, as you insist, a tyrant, then all his acts and appointments are nullified. I am no longer consul, you're no longer praetor, you're no longer proconsul. Elections will have to be held.
That is
so. A general amnesty. Caesar is not declared tyrants, nor you declared killers. All Caesar's acts and his will shall stand. We shall all keep our posts. It will be as if you were struck by lightning. A natural death.
Go on.
Then a show of unity. A public funeral for Caesar, led by you and I together. We shall mourn the man and burn the tyrant. Well, if we cannot be friends, then we shall be enemies. And I will do my very best to annihilate you.
You tried to kill him despite everything I said?
Forgive me. Your scruples do you credit, but without your knowledge, his death could not have dishonored you.
To the contrary, I will be twice dishonored. A killer and a fool. And he offers a truce which will preserve the public order. We have no right to take his life.
Damn the law in his case. He's too dangerous to live.
You exaggerate him.
Brutus is trying to, maintain this facade of honor, but at this point you're committed. If you don't deal with Antony, he's going to come back and be a problem. Like, this is so stupid. Not easy to do, but I think it's the right move.
Friends.
For Mark Antony, not for Brutus. Brutus is being dumb. Oh, shit. Can't say I disapprove of that one. I hated that guy.
They'll be back. You can lift the curse then, no trouble. You didn't kill an animal on it, did you? There you go, then. The curse isn't sealed.
Oh, man. They have no idea about that mafia guy.
What if they don't come back? Where else are they going to go? Of course they're coming back.
Did she really come here? Oh my god, she did.
I am come to pay my respects to your husband. Show her what she's done.
Wow. This is so fucking spiteful. She actually just wants to look at the dead body.
What I don't understand is how they knew about Niobe and all that in the first place. You and I were the only ones that knew the truth.
I told my sister, and she told Sevilla. My sister was... It doesn't matter. The jug is broken.
You'll be wanting vengeance then?
At some point.
I'll be up for the duty, of course.
Hell yeah, let's go. It's interesting how both sides are at the funeral for Caesar. It's political theater. There's no way there can be any peace between them. Massive crowd of supporters for Caesar. Huge funeral pyre. Yeah, I think the assassins are going to have a rough go of it. That's a lot of people that seem pretty upset by this. What the hell happened? They all look shook, and Mark Antony's like...
Speak sense to your son. Him and his friends must leave the city. I cannot answer for their safety.
Do not look so pleased with yourself. You're a liar and a breaker of oaths, and you've roused a rabble. Nothing more. A pantomime actor might have done what you did today.
Lucky then it was me that did it, eh? Else you would now be on your knees sucking pantomime cock.
Fuck you, Sevilla.
I have no wish to abuse or humiliate you. I only wish you gone. The men shall leave. You will stay here in the city with me as my guest.
Hostage, you mean?
As you like.
I have an angry mob that will roast and eat your men of quality in the ashes of the Senate House.
How quickly things turn, huh?
Do you know where the children are?
Speak!
Rusty's foreman took them.
Man, already they're exiled. That was so fast. Things turned quickly.
He pulls out Caesar's toga, all covered in blood. Everyone goes, whoa. But now Antony's stalking up and down with the toga. And he's crying about what a good man was Caesar, and how much he loves him, and what a great leader we've lost. Until the crowd, half of them are crying. Like they're sobbing like babies. And then what does he do? He takes the bloody toga and throws it into the crowd. Whoosh! The whole fucking place went up like a tar barrel. The whole fucking crowd went mad. But Brutus and them are lucky to be alive.
It'll be good to see this guy finally get what he deserves. It took way too long. Jesus.
You are my children.
Where are they? I don't know.
This fucking guy.
Tell him. If they're not harmed, you may yet live.
You think so?
Tell him.
I took your children in payment for your many slights to me. I fucked them, then I killed them, then I threw them in the river.
That guy lived way too long. Okay, took some time just to gather my thoughts. So that was the first episode of Season 2. Really good start. We picked up right where we left off. There was no time jump or anything like that. The show finished filming Season 1, and then it looks like got to Season 2 relatively quickly, because all the actors still, looked exactly how they did, and there was no big aging difference or anything like that sometimes happens in shows. Two storylines this episode. The first with Vorenus and his family, after Niobe's death. He took it incredibly bad and out of frustration cursed his family and then just wandered off, got mugged, and then eventually came back to Niobe's body to, give her the proper burial and all that, but the children were gone. We find out that that mafia guy, I forget his name, never learned his name, and you know what? He's gone, so I spit on him. I'm glad he's dead. But he came and kidnapped the children. Varenus, after, giving Niobe the proper burial, felt really guilty about cursing them in front of all the gods, and they found the one girl who was rummaging through their stuff in the house, and she said that the mafia guy stole the children, so Titus and Varenus immediately went looking for them. Now, I don't know if when he said, he violated them and killed them, he was really telling the truth, or he just knew he was going to die, so why not say something spiteful that would hurt Varenus in that moment? I'm kind of clutching at hope here. I personally just hope that's what he was doing, but it's possible he was also telling the truths, which is horrible, and I don't want that to be true, but it is possible. But yeah, I'm gonna hold on to hope that they're still alive somewhere, and maybe in an episode or two they'll pop up again, but for right now we don't know. The bigger storyline is honestly the death of Caesar and the fallout from that. So right off the bat, the people that assassinated him really didn't think things out, because it was interesting how Octavian said this, that if Caesar is a tyrant, that means that all of his actions are null and void because they're by definition illegal, which means everyone he appointed is no longer, that office that they held. That includes, people that assassinated him. They have to run for election to secure those seats because they were appointed by a tyrant. And it's interesting now that they've assassinated Caesar. Most of the people are very angry at this. And Mark Antony has used this very cunningly to his advantage and has manipulated the crowd against them and kind of leveraged that into a deal where they will have to go into exile. Sevilla is going to stay as a hostage, but they will get to live essentially, because as things are now, they're just, waiting for the mob to get them and do to them what they did to Caesar. So very interesting how fast the political winds change in this show, but it's believable, given the circumstance. There's a really big crowd at the funeral, a lot of upset people in that mob. So yeah, it's very believable that Mark Antony could, direct their anger at Brutus, his family, and everyone involved. I mean, they deserve it. Like I said, I'm not sympathetic at all to their cause, really. They're not doing this to save the Republic. They were doing this for their own individual interests. And yeah, they get what they get at this point. It was interesting how Caesar named Octavian his heir, and Mark Antony felt a little bit spurned at that, but still, that side is still way more united, I would say, than the actual assassins on the other side. They are more easily manipulated and divided, I would say. Yeah, there's a really good episode back. Definitely enjoyed it. Solid start to season 2. Like I said, season 1 was 10 out of 10 season, like really, really high bar, but so far, good start, and we're going to have to get to the next episode, which I'm going to do right now, but that's pretty much all I got. So as always, thanks for watching, and peace.